those who designed democratic practice and insisted that it is anchored on a tripod of distinctive but mutual interdependent arms of legislature, executive and judiciary, knew that such collaboration could not only result in the delivery of better service to govern. The fact that such partnership remains constant in spite of the clearly defined role of each arm in collaboration with one another aids check and balances of each of the three arms of government in any democratic system. The Ogun State House of Assembly as the legislative arm of government was established with the inauguration of first legislature on the 1st of October 1979 with the mission to enact, repeal and revise laws for the people of the state. The ninth legislature, comprising 26 honorable members from 4 different political parties, the ruling party, All Progressives Congress APC, Allied People's Movement APM, African Democratic Congress ADC, and People's Democratic Party PDP, was inaugurated on the 10th of June 2019 with Right Honorable Olakunle Oluomo emerged the Speaker. The Speaker, in his inaugural speech, pledged not to do anything that would jeopardize the interests of the people of Ogun State, but enact laws for the betterment of the state.
I, Olakunle Oluomo, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that as the Speaker of the House of Assembly, I will perform my function honestly to the best of my ability, faithfully.
An introspective look at the results of such legislative-executive collaboration in the last 1 year of the current members of the Ogun State House of Assembly indicated that the ninth legislature, under the leadership of Right Honorable Olakunle Oluomo, has passed a total of 21 bills. The House of Assembly also, as part of its achievement in the last 1 year, a total of 21 resolutions, which had assisted government in taking immediate action on certain issues relating to the advancement of socio-economic well-being of the people of the state.
Legislative performance. We are looking into a lot of laws. We are trying to see what we can do to make life easier through legislation for the people of Ogun State, and we have rededicated ourselves to that assignment, that to try as much as possible within our capacity to make laws for the betterment of the people of Ogun State. I thank God that with the support of my colleagues, we have been able to do our job diligently. We passed bills and resolution as well. All of them has a lot of good impact on the people of Ogun State.
Given the successes so far recorded by the current administration in the state, it is evident that all the bills and resolutions so far passed by the lawmakers have immediate and direct positive impact on the lives of the people of the state. One of such bills was the appropriation bill for the financial year 2020.
A bill for a law to authorize the issue and appropriation of the sum of 449,973,690,275 naira 79 kobo only from the Consolidated Revenue Fund for the Services of Ogun State, Government of Nigeria, for the financial year ending 31st day of December 2020. Third reading.
I hereby order that a clean copy of the House Bill number 320/2019, the year 2020 appropriation bill, be forwarded to His Excellency President Abiodun MFR, the Governor of Ogun State, for his assent. I so order.
Another bill that underwent an immediate passage upon assumption of office by the current administration was a bill for a law to amend the Moshood Abiola University of Science and Technology Law 2017, which helped to break the entanglement between MAUSTEC and the then Moshood Abiola Polytechnic, thereby resolving the logjam created as a result of the creation of MAUSTEC. It sought to revalidate the Moshood Abiola Polytechnic law by ensuring the return of smooth academic activities to the institution, with all property of the institution being transferred to MAUSTEC now returned to Mapoli. In the same vein, the Ninth Assembly also passed the State Security Trust Fund Amendment Law 2019 and the State Road Management Agency Amendment Law 2019 by the end of August last year. These two important and people-centered bills are also critical to the day-to-day living of the people, as the issues of security were being addressed headlong through the creation of pool of resources to procure security equipment and other infrastructure. On the other hand, the State Road Management Agency Amendment Law 2019 would sail to promoting indigenization of professionalism, thereby aiding maintenance of roads and other infrastructure to ease human and vehicle activities, as well as attracting investors and boosting investment. Other bills passed, including a bill for a law to make provision for the House of Assembly Legislative Fund Management and other matters connected therewith, a bill for a law to establish the Ogun State Investment Promotion and Facilitation Agency, and for matters connected therewith.
The law says we should have what is called fund management law for both the judiciary and the legislature. The law has been passed. When we become autonomous, a lot of things we are unable to do, maybe because of paucity of fund, we shall be able to do. For instance, now we don't have enough staff here. We don't have an official car yet. So far, there are so many vacant positions even in the house that you cannot do. But when what is in the budget is given to us, we should be able to manage our fund to the extent that the last type of set of vehicle we are using in the house are the one purchased as far back as 2011, 2012. You can see that. But if we have our own autonomy, it now means that what is due for us in the recurrent and capital will be given to the house. So whatever little thing we can be doing on our own, then we should be using that too. It doesn't create any friction between us and the executive. It's a matter of understanding. If at the end of every month they say, House of Assembly, what you can have out of your capital project fund is 10%, we'll take it in good faith and apply it to what is necessary at that point in time, and the government will move on smoothly. So that is the way it is. It doesn't cause anybody. It's a matter of understanding. And don't forget that we are one government: executive, legislature, and judiciary. So there's no need for quarreling or whatever. It's going to create more respect for each arm of the government. We respect ourselves, and I believe the governor we have, is going to take a cue from other progressive governors around and sign it into law as well. As Ogun State being we are, Ogun State of the first enlightened people in terms of civilization, etc. So I look forward to the governor to sign the bill and let it become a law, to join the League of Progressive Governors.
In addition, the Magistrate Court Amendment Law 2019 and the Customary Court Amendment Law 2019 were also passed to reduce the burden of cases in High Court and Magistrate Court, as the amendment to the two bills had helped to create room for the Customary Court to entertain cases with financial cost up to 500,000, which would fast-track justice dispensation. Others are bills on the establishment of the State Sports Commission and that of the establishment of Sport Trust Fund for the overall development of sporting activities, talent discovery and enhancement of infrastructure to further engage the youth. The Assembly also saw to the passage of the bill on public-private partnerships to promote the development of infrastructure and service delivery. On the other hand, the establishment of State Security Network Agency and Amotekun Corps, an initiative of the state governors in the Southwest, would assist in complementing the existing security agencies in the maintenance of law and order in the state, amongst others.
A bill for a law to establish the Ogun State Security Network Agency and Amotekun Corps to assist in maintaining law and order in the state and for connected purposes. Third reading.
I hereby order that a clean copy of the bill be forwarded to His Excellency the Governor of the State, Prince Dakwabede for his assent. I so order.
It is important to note that, based on Ogun State Official Order of Precedence of Public Officers and Other Person Law 2019, a bill for a law to establish the Official Order of Precedence of Officers and Other Persons in the Public Service of Ogun State and other matters connected therewith, as well as a bill for a law to amend Ogun State Technical and Vocational Education Board and for Connected Purpose Law, were also passed recently by the lawmakers.
House Bill number 019OG2019. A bill for a law to amend the Ogun State Technical and Vocational Education Board and for Connected Purposes Law 2012. Third reading.
I hereby order that a clean copy of the House Bill 019OG2019 Ogun State Technical and Vocational Education Board Amendment Law 2019 is sent to the Governor of the State for starting. I so order.
Similarly, the commitment of the current administration in the state towards improving the housing sector, safeguard health well-being of the people through efficient health insurance for all categories of people including workers, as well as the enforcement of rules and regulations by relevant authorities, culminated in the passage of the bills for a law to establish the Ogun State Mortgage and Foreclosure Authority to regulate mortgage, and a bill for a law to amend Ogun State Health Insurance Scheme Law 2019, as well as a bill for a law to prescribe approval of regulation by resolution of the Ogun State House of Assembly and for connected purpose.
They are joining Lagos and Ogun together as a proposed mega city. When you are talking about mega city, it means we have to leave our age-long slum and move to modern residency, modern housing for ourselves. I think as Ogun State, the state that we have, we should go beyond everybody buying land to build houses. It's cumbersome. It's very, very expensive. But when we have this type of law, various organizations, communities can tap into the mortgage loans and the funds that are available all over the places to build beautiful housing estate all over the place without stress. And just like Honorable Deputy Administrator said, it will create jobs, it will create employment, and it will reduce tension from people. You don't comfort that you have to buy land, but money there will disturb you. You want to get a bricklayer, you want to do. There's supposed to be housing estate that people can just walk in and buy an apartment. Like in advanced client. It's only the rich of the rich that build a house of their own. It's just go to one area and buy a house. Look at the status. There are areas where they sell 2 bedroom. There are areas where they sell 1 bedroom. There are various categories. Just look at the one that fits you.
Apart from those people-oriented bills passed, the Assembly equally had 21 resolutions to its credit as resolution for the enforcement and compliance to road traffic rules and regulations with a view to curbing overloading, riding against traffic, and the need to encourage the use of helmet by motorcycle riders, stoppage of unlawful designing of cycle handles by riders, amongst others, also receiving the nod of the Assembly in the year under review. To allow for more gender balancing in governance, the lawmakers also passed another resolution for the adoption of 30% women representation in all political appointments, 10% for youth, as well as special consideration for people with special needs in the state. Approval was also given to Ogun State Anchor Borrowers Programs, authorizing the state government to participate in the 1.5 billion Central Bank Credit Facility to finance the Anchor Borrowers Program at a single-digit interest rate for land clearing, other logistics requirements and support. The Assembly equally passed a resolution compelling all companies and corporate organizations operating in Ogun State to effect 30% local content in all categories of their staff composition, junior, senior and management, among others, from the qualified members of the host communities. Similarly, approval was also granted to the governor for the appointment of commissioners, special advisors into various ministries for the smooth running of government, while the House in the last 1 year also carried out its oversight function on the year 2019 appropriation law as it is affect all MDAs in the state, as well as the approval to restructure and refinance facilities in the debt stock of the state, which were incurred by the last administration. It is therefore worthy of note that Governor Abiodun had not only signed the bills into law, but had commenced their implementation for the benefit of the people. For instance, the Ogun State Public Works Agency is now in operation and immediate work had begun in all parts of the state. While the governor had also handed over 100 operational vehicles and 200 motorcycles to police recently to strengthen security network in the state. To boost human capacity for quality lawmaking, the Assembly organized different training programs including an international leadership training lawmaking, which was first of its kind for the state lawmakers, alongside members of the management and some senior staff of the Assembly, which saw them through different programs at the British Parliament, Hackney, London, both in the United Kingdom and Dubai in the United Arab Emirates.
Best of my ability, I promise training for my members and my staff. To the glory of God, within 1 year, we had local traveling, we had international traveling, all that are tailored towards training. Like the training we had abroad, we went to British Parliament for parliamentary training and so on. And locally, we had retreats for the first time, budget retreats, where members are able to know the nitty-gritty of budget approval and etc. And so many things. I promised the staff of the house that they will enjoy part of it. So for the first time, almost all the top management staff of the house are in the international training trip. We have undergone local one as well. With the support of my colleagues, we have been able to do our job diligently. We passed 20 bills and nothing less than 20 resolutions as well. All of them that has a lot of good impact on the people of Ogun State.
Speaker Oluomo, in the period under review, ensured massive provision of office equipment and infrastructure to aid workers' productivity. He also fulfilled his promise of the creation of a mini-mart to allow members of staff buy goods at an affordable price alongside the provision of credit facility unit at the assembly complex to allow workers obtain soft loan repayable in 10 months with zero interest rate.
My members of staff, when I came, I told them we are going to give them the opportunity to access petty loan to sustain them within the 30 days of their payment. That has been going on. Any staff that is in need of any short little money when salary is yet to come, they have access to it. We have opened a mart for our staff to come and buy provisions, household utensils, equipment, items that they needed at controlled price. So we have done that to make life comfortable for members of staff as well. My members have been so committed to their constituents. They go home regularly, they do a lot of things for their people, even though we have not started doing constituency projects that can be specific. But I know that majority of my members, all of them, are very committed to their constituents, and they have been going home doing a lot of things. And you can see that they are always regular at the plenaries, which is one of the best things anybody can say. If you are representing some people and you are not there when we are debating, when we are highlighting out issues, then we can say that type of legislation. But in my own case, you discover that Hardly you don't get 26 members on the floor of the House in any day. Even when some people are not around, they have reason, whether we excuse them for one official function or the other. So my members have been so committed to their constituents, and they have always been regular on the floor of the House, contributing their quota.
By and large, the first year of the state lawmakers was a reflection of hard work and dedication to the promotion of democratic ideals and a show of commitment to the common goal of the people through the enactment of people-oriented legislations, which had resulted in the passage of the enabling legislations for the overall socio-economic advancement of the states.
I don't have opposition in the House of Assembly. It is true we have other parties, but me as the Speaker, I don't have any opposition in the Ogun State House of Assembly. Myself and all the members of the House are all one. We are on the same page. We are representing the good people of Ogun State. The party that brought us to this place are different though, but then all of us are working together for the progress of the state.
Ogun State House of Assembly was also confirmed the acting clerk, Mr. Adedeji Adeyemo, sworn in by the Speaker, Right Honorable Olakunle Oluomo, while the oath of office and allegiance was administered by Barrister George Oyeniyi.
Adedeji Adeyemo.
Do solemnly swear
that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
that
that as the clerk of the House of Assembly
as head of legislative service of Ogun State,
and head of legislative service of Ogun State,
will perform my function honestly to the best of my ability.
I will perform my function honestly to the best of my ability, so help me God.